Why do we seek the intercession of saints when we can talk directly to God? Well, before we answer this question, let us look at some of the most common misconceptions that people have about this particular topic. Number 1. We worship Saint Mary and other saints by revering their statues and images. According to critics, this is a direct violation of the first 2 of the 10 commandments of God, as given in Exodus chapter 20 verses 3 to 5. Number 2. The scriptures explicitly forbids conjuring the spirits of the departed ones in many biblical passages. For example, Leviticus chapter 19 verses 31 and Deuteronomy chapter 18 verses 10 and 11. Since all saints are physically dead, this practice is considered a direct violation of God's commandments. Now, let's try to answer our question for the day by addressing these misconceptions. Number 1. The Nicene Creed, the fundamental Christian statement of belief, starts with the phrase, "We believe in one true God." Therefore, we do not worship saints. Instead, we request them to intercede for us to the Lord. Number 2. Saints are not actually dead, as evident from Christ's words mentioned in St. John chapter 6 verses 51. "I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever, and that the bread I will give you is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world." Now, a question might arise in our mind. Can't we talk directly to our God? Is it compulsory to have a mediator for that? Well, God encourages us to pray for each other, as evident from St. James chapter 5 verses 16. "Confess your faults to one another, and pray for one another, that you may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much." Yes, just as we see in the above verse, the prayers of righteous men are powerful and effective. Since all saints are righteous and have walked with God during their lifetime, they are honored in the sight of God, and God's ears are always opened to their prayers, as explained in Psalms chapter 34 verses 50. Hence, seeking intercession of saints by no means contradict the teachings of the scriptures. Rather, this age-old tradition stands biblically sanctioned.